We left our home in South Africa to live and work on a 40-foot catamaran named Annette.
We want to see as many places as possible to experience and share our love for the ocean.
PJ is an underwater and documentary filmmaker.
Roxanne, a lighting and furniture designer.
All Is Well is where we'll share the highs and lows of life at sea.
First order of business after arriving in Fisterra is I need to give myself a haircut. The past couple of years I embraced my jeans and I give myself a clipper shave about every week. So yeah, I'm gonna give myself my first haircut off the back of the boat. Best view I've ever had in a barber shop before. I honestly don't know why everybody just doesn't do this. It's so much easier than having a head full of hair. This is the really finicky part. Very stressful. This is all I've got.
Done.
What do you think?
Hey, there's it.
But while I finish my personal grooming, the hustle never stops.
But anyway, so for manufacturing, I have my own manufacturer, but he also manufactures, like he can work on scale, whatever. It's not pretentious, it's just like not a mass market type of product.
Which inspires me to get stuck into one of the less glamorous aspects of boat life. But any excuse to get into a wetsuit and I'm happy. It's a beautiful day here in Cabo Fisterra, but our boat is filthy underneath. So I'm going to brave the frigid waters and give her a good scrub.
And just so you know how cold it is, I'm sitting on the boat in my like discam woolly socks and I'm wearing a jersey and a warm vessie. Like 3 layers. I'm freezing. So good luck to PJ. Scrub a dub dub. It's been about 2 weeks officially being on the boat. It's been much longer going back and forth. Like I was out of my freaking mind going to Milan, but I just couldn't waste the opportunity to go. My light was on display there and I knew it was once in a lifetime to, like while I'm actually in Europe, take a 1.5 hour flight to go there and see it and experience Salone, like the whole design week.
Wait, what trip to Milan?
I was lucky enough that my Paradise Light was on display at Milan's epic Salone di Mobile fair this year. This did, however, mean travelling to Milan after spending only one night on a net and leaving PJ for a week, returning exhausted but full of pizza, and just in time for our Biscay crossing. So now, actually being on the boat, being the second day that PJ and I are, where it's just the two of us, and I think I'm starting to really enjoy it. It's taken me a while to get over what I'm now going to dub sea shock that I had when I was just feeling completely overwhelmed. I was just sleeping all the time. I think just being overwhelmed by all of it, by the weight of our decision, what it actually means that this boat, this piece of drifting fiberglass is our house and is keeping us alive. But slowly starting to find my sea feet, find my sea legs, love making our rop and scrap, yskas meals with what's left in the fridge and in the pantry, and just realizing that you don't have to be working for every hour of every day. You are allowed to just take a day or 2 days, and I'm trying to shake the feeling of guilt, feeling guilty for not working all the time, or feeling guilty that I'm so lucky to be here, and just enjoy it, because it's going to be over in the flash of an eye. It's going to be over in a flash. I'll scrub and take it out of you.
Yeah. Done with the holes finally. It's a really big job actually. A lot of work, but I'm done, and it feels so nice to know that the holes are spick and span, and I think we're gonna go even faster now. So.
Shame it's freezing and we don't have any hot water left, but there's a little bit of water in the kettle still. This is a little bit warmer than
you.
Okay, here we go.
Another day, another posse of passing pilgrims, and it's finally time for these pilgrims to get off the boat.
We actually haven't explored or seen much of the town at all yet, and we spent the day working a bit yesterday, catching up on mails and meetings. PJ was scrubbing the hull a little bit, so now we're gonna go hit the town and maybe stock up on some groceries and just see what's what. Fisterra is a quaint fishing town with special significance to the many pilgrims walking the Camino de Santiago. Although Santiago de Compostela is the technical end of the Camino, many choose to walk the extra 100 kilometers along the coast to finish their pilgrimage at Cabo Fisterra, from the Latin Finisterre, literally meaning the end of the earth.
This route is known as the Way of St. James, and the town seems to revolve around the business brought in by the constant flow of weary pilgrims.
Got us some stools for the boat. Pretty snazzy. Needed to find plastic ones so that they won't rust.
This whole coastline has a fascinating and rich history and offers so much to see and do. But let's be honest, we're just here to get Roxanne more ice cream.
Getting back to the boat, Roxanne is happy, she has ice cream.
Ice cream makes me so happy. Delicioso.
What did you think of Finisterre?
That's bustling.
I haven't done much of use today, so I have to perform some more other task. So I'm finally going to put our EPIRB up, and this seems to be the best place to do it. So the EPIRB is what's gonna tell the world where we are if we get into really deep trouble somewhere. So this is an automatic release mechanism that I've disassembled now, which, God forbid, will deploy if the boat sinks up to this point. Otherwise we can just grab the EPIRB and go. So yeah, I'm just gonna drill some pilot holes here and yeah, then put it in. This is DIY with PJ. Success!
Woo!
In classic Galician fashion, it starts raining again.
So we're hoping to go onto land now quickly to try and get like a run, or my run is usually a run, walk, complain to PJ, little bit of a run in. But now it started pouring with rain, so I don't know if we're gonna, if we're ready to get drenched or not.
We come from Cape Town.
Yeah. But I really needed a little bit of exercise. I haven't moved or done anything for over 3 months since moving 100 times and coming here. And something that I realized in lockdown actually was there was always so much pressure with exercise that it has to be for to lose weight or to look good. But for me, it's so important. I came up with, but maybe it already exists, to exercise for your sanity and not your vanity. And then everything just clicked. It's like, wow, okay, I actually really need it for my brain. Okay, let's see if we go onto land or not.
There's our home. Hola, Annette.
Yes, this is epic.
Jogging Fisterra style. So beautiful.
Really feeling better.
This is what happens every time we want to go running. Or I go running with Roxanne. Which is why I go running on my own mostly. Because she wants to stop and look at everything, which is beautiful and super cool, but it makes exercise very difficult. But it's why I love her. Look at her foraging, looking at all the little things.
What you busy with, PJ?
I'm busy backing up all of our footage and just busy organizing it, which is basically code for me procrastinating and not wanting to start editing.
These recycling bags that we got work really well. So everyone for plastic, glass and paper, so we can just take them with us on the dinghy and then we go to shore and put them in the recycling bins on land. But it's still so bad how much packaging we actually use, so we're trying to cut down every time and see how we can minimize it, but it's really hard. I think this knife is a bit blunt. Best thing about our run this morning is we managed to get a fresh bread. Such a game changer since we discovered you could grate tomatoes instead of chopping them, peeling them and chopping them, because I don't like the skins, like when it's hot and grill vir die palletjies. PJ sê van cool of shit, want almal na ons koetjies. Do you think this lucky long's gonna go?
I do.
Will it help if I add more butter? Let's check my gat dan.
So in spite of some harsh words from our smoke alarm, we managed to make some toast. Well done, Roxanne. Some garlic.
Lunch.
With a considerable wind building and more rain predicted, we move our net to a more protected spot and settle down for a high-octane evening in classic elder millennial fashion.
Ja, maar ek dink hy gaan klip van die wind hou. Dus kan ons dit nie net daaronder staan en
Dit
doen?
kan. Ek neem nou maar net soos ek het maar net eintlik nie hierdie gedoen dat jy praat nie. Ek het hom net geneem om 'n shot te kry.
O, okay.
Initially, maar toe sê hy dis cool. Okay, take 43.
Ja, ek neem nou video.
Still getting used to basically being a YouTuber, God forbid. That's PJ climbing the mast, faffing with a Elliot. Also, you can get used to this, like YouTube kind of life. Tiny speck over there. That's PJ. Okay, I'll try again. Okay, last thing, sorry.
Maar rol jy nou?
I'm actually just gonna pause this because this is crap.